Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys having an awesome and wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today is the 5th episode of the crash course for Amazon FBA private label. And if you haven't watched our last episodes, please go ahead and do. We have done about product research first, how to start, then product research part 1, then product research number 2. Then we did number 4, which is last week. We did about differentiation and also product validation. Go ahead and watch them. And today we're going to talk about product sourcing and how to source product from China and how you'll be able to get your products from Alibaba or 1688. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to explain to you how you use them, and hopefully you'll be able to get the best prices and finding the right manufacturers before you get so you don't get any scammed, and you'll be able to get the best price and build the best relationship. Honestly, sourcing is all about relationship. It's about how consistent you are with your supplier, how good you are with your supplier, how many orders you have ordered with them. That's going to build a really great relationship between you and your supplier. That's going to lead you to better pricing, to better shipping time, to better warehousing, and a lot of things that comes with it. So it comes gradual, doesn't come overnight, but you will be able to get the best you can. So I'm going to show you the 2 methods today, and hopefully you'll be able to get the most out of it. I know I have done a big video, almost an hour and a half, about how to source from Alibaba, very, very in-depth and detailed. I really believe it's one of the best out there. Go ahead and watch it. If you haven't watched it, watch how to source product from Alibaba, and it's actually an hour and something. It's really, really great content. I'm not saying just because I did it, but I'm telling you, it's really going to benefit a lot. At the same time, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys are really having a great time so far. I hope you guys are liking the whole series so far with the crash course. At the same time, I hope you guys are staying safe, staying strong during this difficult times. And happy Easter to you guys. I know tomorrow is going to be Easter, and you'll be able to enjoy it with your family through Zoom. But stay safe and enjoy your time while lasts, and hopefully the whole thing that we're going through right now will be over soon. But if you're new to the channel, my name is Saad Basim, an Amazon FBA seller. I'm an active seller that my main thing is just to sell on Amazon and to help other people succeed in Amazon and give them all the tips and tricks. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I think you can just subscribe and help, and also like the video if you like it. And thank you so much, guys. So let's go ahead and see who we have here. We have a few people are joining us today. I think that what we see now, since the lockdown happened, a lot of people are sleeping in and they're waking up later. And also we see that in our sales. If you our sales, it really picks up after afternoon, in the noontime, 1, 2 p.m. And I think people are really playing a lot of games at night. But you guys who are here and really trying to learn something, I think your future is going to be great. And always, always, always remember, I always have this idea in my head. If I am 60 years old and looking back at what I did, am I satisfied about what I'm doing right now? So what you do today is going to define tomorrow. It's going to define when you get older. And trust me, you don't want to be old person and you're still not able to retire comfortably or having something of your own. So I'm not telling you go ahead and leave your 9 to 5. I'm not telling you go ahead and be the hero and stay on the beach and you think you're going to make all this money. No, it's going to be a process, but I promise you, once you do it, you'll be able to be very, very good. Honestly, even that I lost half of my income from the products because of what's happening, it really didn't affect me as much, or I'm not very stressed about it, because I know there's going to be a rebound. I know it's going to happen, that people are going to start buying from Amazon. It's still a good opportunity, and I really believe that. So a lot of people say the recession, yes, but recession, this is going to be a very short recession. It's not going to be inflated. And also, yes, we're going to have employment. Yes, we're going to have things, but still is not going to be the end of the world, or it's not going to be the end of the world. And also what other business you can do besides that. So I always think, guys, you need to pay attention. Do not be sleeping. Do not listen to things that's really not going to progress you or not going to get you to the next level. And I think you need to use this time wisely. This one chance of a time life where you'll be able, forced to stay home, and try to learn something that's going to help you once everything goes back. And I think really I'm doing this crash course to connect with you guys, at the same time to be able to give you information to get you started, to be able to know what's Amazon FBA. You will be able to know how to find a product, how to start, what's the product research like, how the product validation is like. And I really thank my team, and I think everyone who helped us with this episodes and with this crash course and everything, all the content. So I'm really, really thankful for all my team. At the same time, I'm thankful to you guys that you are actually coming on and actually helping and supporting the channel and learning at the same time. That's what the joy brings to me, that you guys really learn something. So without any further ado, I'm going to see who are here. And please, if you have any question, leave it leave it in the chat, and I will get to it at the end. But I will do my best today to be able to cover how to source from Alibaba and how to source from 1688. And if you're not familiar with it, you will learn as I go. At the same time, it's not going to be very, very, very much in depth, because I already have done a video, but I'm going to show you how to be able to get it and some tips and tricks here and there. So let's see who we have here. We have Nancy says, good morning, Sad and Megan. Good morning to you. Nancy, thank you so much for joining. At the same time, we have Pernilla. Pernilla says, hello, everyone. Hello to you. And she says, so looking forward to this one. Pernilla, thank you so much for joining. And I hope everything is going well in Spain. I know you guys are flattening the curve so far, but I hope you guys are safe, you and your family and everyone and everywhere around the world, honestly. At the same time, I have my wife says, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, hon. And also we have Josiah. Josiah, thank you so much for being here. Says, good morning, Saad, and everyone. Going to be some great content here today, guaranteed. Thank you so much for putting the pressure, Josiah, but I'll be able to do my best. And then we just have back and forth with Megan and Josiah and everyone else, which is, I really, really love what's going on here, guys. We're really building a good community. Everyone's helping each other, everyone knowing everybody, and enjoy this time, because trust me, it's very powerful to be connected with other people and keep on the loop. And also we have Petrus says, good morning to you, Petrus. Thank you so much for being here. Actually, we're doing a huge project with Petrus. She has multiple variation. We actually did the first launch for her first variation for her main product, and we did very well with it. Now we're going to expand with her other 4 variation. Hopefully we're going to get her up there and she will have consistent sales. So Petrus, I'm very excited for you, and I think you're doing the right thing by focusing on your brand. Really, really, really thank you. All right, guys. So as I said, leave the questions and I will be able to get to them. But before I forget, we have one of my best people, and she's the head of the team of ranking and Manychat. Jocelyn, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. All right, so guys, as you know, guys, we're going to talk about sourcing and how to source product. And as you know, guys, once we find a product and we validated the product and we have an idea what the differentiation is going to be, this is how I do it, my process. I actually don't even write them down, the steps. It's just basically, this is what I'm used to when I get a product, how I be able to, what's the system that goes through, how I process each product and how I do it. So we did what we did first. We did the product research, part 1, part 2, and then we did validation. And we did a little bit have an idea about differentiation, because differentiation is going to help you a lot by getting quotes later on and knowing how much it's going to cost you the overall product, which is very important, because the product, you need to find a good price to be able to make profit, and you don't want to have your profit very, very minimal. So just to iterate what we talked about last time about budget, I believe if you want to get a product, it needs to be over $30 or $25 minimum. You can go lower if you want. You can do it, but it's going to take you a little bit of time of ranking, or it's going to take you a little bit of out-of-pocket money to be able to launch the product. But I really believe you need $3,000 to $5,000, and also you have an access of $10,000 on the side to make sure that if you get if you have a struggle with cash flow and Amazon not paying you right away, because it takes usually 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but you need to place an order right away, that's going to affect you. So what you need to do to make sure that you have credit available or you have savings available, that you be able to fulfill the order and pay for the order while Amazon paying you. So it's very important for inventory management and cash flow. At the same time, you need to make sure that when you source a product that you have the right profit margin. The rule of thumb that we do is 33% rule of thumb. So if I buy a product for 10 bucks, I want to sell for 30 bucks. So basically any product you see on Amazon, usually you go with this rule of thumb, 33%. So basically if you see a product on Amazon sells for 30 bucks, it's going to be 10 bucks the cost of product, including shipping and differentiation. 10 bucks is going to be Amazon fees and commission, and 10 bucks is going to be a profit. Now, for sure, your profit is going to get a little bit less than 33% because you need to factor in some PPC and some advertising, where it's going to bring your net profit after everything in your pocket around 20 to 25% at the ideal, which is the best scenario. I mean, not the best scenario. If this is the ideal one, for sure, you can go more, you can go lower, and that's what's going to help you. But you need to keep that in mind. So when we source a product, we need to make sure that we're really doing the right things. Now, let's go ahead and take an example of what we did last week. Just give me a second. I'm going to get it, which is the camera binocular. We're going to take this as an example since we started with it. I don't know why I keep doing this. I bought a new keyboard here, and instead I'm going there. But it is what it is. All right, so let's say, okay, let me share my screen. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen. So what we did here, basically we're going with the camera binocular, and we coming here, we're just looking at the whole price. If you want to do it a little bit easier, because the price, remember last time we talked about there's fluctuation in price. There was a lot of price differences. So we want to see just base level, and then we can go to the highest level, which is very, very interesting here that the product is a little bit multiple prices, which is really good. So we have $89.90. So 80, let's say from 80 bucks to 100 bucks, that's the general. Then we have 200 bucks, and then we have also 300 bucks. I remember last time, we saw a guy with 300. Where is he now? Oh, that's Amazon fees. I was like, what am I talking about? Like, let's get it here. So 359 here for one guy who has it this way. But usually, let me take off this boy, and let's see. So we have this kind. So let's talk with the easy one, the one that only has a camera like this for 98 bucks. I think this is good. So let's say open them up. Now, if you have your Helium 10, you'll be able to do all the calculation very easily here. Okay, because they have this thing. So this thing is basically a calculator, the same thing as Ref Seller that I have here. Everyone asking me what's this, and makes me look smart, but I'm not. It's basically what it is Ref Seller. It's a tool that I use for my retail arbitrage, for wholesale and pallets, to know how much the price or the profit I'm going to be making after the cost of product. So basically here, I'm going to zoom in a bit more. So here, if you see, guys, it's telling me the cost of the product. I mean, sorry, not the cost of product. The product itself, 98 bucks. Sorry. Okay, here. So 98 bucks for the product minus how much? Sorry, this is not the cost of product. This is how much the product is selling for, and now how much the cost of product. So let's say if we say our product costs 40 bucks, we're making around 46 bucks in profit, net profit in my pocket. You know what? This is not looking good. So let me just see if I can do it by itself. Here, guys, much better for you so you can see it. So basically here, if the product sells for 98, I get it, including shipping, everything 40 bucks. That means I'm going to be netting around 46 bucks. Now, this is after Amazon fees, referral fees, fulfillment fee, monthly storage. Everything's been calculated, and it's going to tell me the ROI. So return on investment is 115%. So for every, remember return on investment, what it is. So if I put $100 and I make 130, that means the total 130, that means I made 30 bucks in profit. That means I made 30% return on investment. If I sell 100 bucks and I make 100 bucks, that's 100% return on investment. So here 115, which is very phenomenal. If we're working with a 33% rule of thumb that we always talk about, what are you going to see, guys, is that, if you see 33%, what that means we need to make sure we're doubling our money. That's what it means at the end of the day. So this ref seller does it for you, but but let's come down here. If we want to use Helium 10, we can come here, do the same thing. Let's say $40, not $400. Enter, so $46 as well, and tells me everything. Here, there's one thing that's really cool. So that's FBA, and this is merchant fulfilled. So if you do merchant fulfilled, I do not recommend a merchant fulfillment. I like to do all the time FBA, which is the most important, but this is how you do it. It's really, really nice and easy for you to calculate. Now, there is other tools like Amazon FBA calculator if you want it. So let me show it to you just to make sure. I know I'm going into this, but this is very important. Okay, so it's going to be the first one usually. Here, what is it? Okay, so you come here, make sure you're in the US. This is the same kind of tool, but here it takes a little bit longer time. So if I come here, take my ASIN, come here, put the ASIN here, paste it, search it, and we're gonna wait. See, shows you the product. At the same time, is going to tell you how much the product was. The product we paid $98.99, $98.99, and then let's say the cost of the product $40. Calculate is going to tell me the same thing. $46 I'm making, 46% net margin in my profit, and tells you everything that you need. If you want, this is a free one. But if you wanted to use, if you have Helium 10, you're going to have it within it, which is very, 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 very good. There was something here. Why I'm not seeing it? Yes. I'm going to show you also another thing. You need to know this. Give me a second. All right. So here, you see underneath, last time we talked about the keyword when we do reverse ASIN. Now we can do profitability calculator, which is really, really very cool. Very cool. Hopefully I can zoom in. Here is going to help you a lot, guys, with a lot of things. So let's say, come on, man. It's too slow. Okay, here. So here was going to tell me, guys, the dimension. So it tells me the dimension of the product, the weight of the product, and it tells me multiple things that I need to know how much the product is. Here is very important. If I find a product and I get the product and I see I can change the dimensions of the product, that's going to help me a lot into because you could save 1 inch, and that's going to make a big difference in the Amazon referral fees, Amazon pick and pack fees, and all the stuff. So it's really important if you wanted to play with the packaging and you had an idea that you can change it. So let's say I can put this 6, this is 5. This is, I'm just bringing numbers from behind. But if you do it, you will see how you'll be able to reduce your fulfillment fees and everything else. So if you want to play with that, guys, go ahead and do it. It's really, really important tool. You'll be able to use it very, very, very well, especially if you have a product that you wear in bally bags and you'll be able to want to do a packaging or do something with it. You'll be able to do that. Or if you want to modify the whole packaging, you don't want to go overboard. And trust me. I'm going to come back here just for a second. I have done this before where I took a product and I was like, oh my God, this is good. I'm making profit and everything. And I overdone it with the packaging. Me and my partners we blew it. So what happened? The packaging was oversized. We actually we couldn't make any more money because we really did it too much. That was in the beginning, was really, we didn't have that much information and really, really hurt us. And the second part was the weight, because we made it a really thick packaging, and all the stuff really hurt us, and actually couldn't make money with it at all because with the packaging really screwed us. So instead of us going the other way and reducing the packaging, make it lighter, try to be innovative. No, we went the other way. It's like, we want to make hard. We'll make it look like a giftable item, and really blew in our head. So let me go back now and let's continue talking. So we did the budget, everything is cool, you know what it is. So now we need to look for this product. Now the best thing we can do usually, guys, I'm going to take the main keyword, camera, binoculars, and then I'm going to go to Alibaba. I'm going to come from the beginning because I did it before I came in, just to make sure we're cool. I come with camera, binocular, search. Alibaba is the main source of sourcing product, and I think a lot of us are going to use it, most of us, until we get experience. Now, I'm not telling you this is the best way of sourcing product. For sure, there's a lot of good ways of finding products. Whether you're using sourcing agent, whether you're going to China yourself, for sure you're going to build better relationships. And also for the cost of the product, guys, you need to understand something. Not right away you'll be able to get the best prices. If you establish a relationship with the supplier and you had multiple orders and you establish the relationship, you'll be able to negotiate a little bit more and be able to get way better prices. It could go up to 20%, 30% off from the original price. But for beginning, if you're still making money and you still be able to do what I'm telling you about 33% or doubling your money, you're good to go for now. Later on down the road, you'll be able to lower your prices. Now, let me give you a real life example. In my supplement product, I've been with a supplier, as I told you if you were following me, you will know that I actually wasn't happy with my supplier because of what he did. When the whole Corona thing happened, what he did to me, I didn't like it. I spent a lot of money with him every month, $20,000, $30,000 a month on this product. And actually, I wanted him to ship the product on Thursday instead of Friday. And even though he had the product ready, he actually was going to charge me 10%. And I didn't like that. So now I looked for another supplier. And actually, another supplier, I had very good negotiation skills. When I was like, hey, listen, I have been in business over 16 months for this product. I already have multiple orders a month I do for this product. I would like to get a good price. I actually was able to negotiate the price from 15, 16 bucks to 10 bucks. That's a huge difference in my profits. It's going to be phenomenal. So I already placed an order with them. We'll see how it goes. But this big savings. Why I was able to get this savings? Because I was already seasoned seller, already had an orders, already established my brand, already have the power to tell them, hey, if you make business with me, you're going to be making money for a long time because I have proven the business already. And they have to understand, any supplier that you're going to find the products from, they are going not to give you the best price because they don't know if you're going to be able to make it. Because 80% of people, or even 90% of people, they place the first order and that will be it. So for them, they're like, you know what? I'm going to try to make sure that I make the money with him now because I know I'm not going to see him again. But if they see that you're going back and forth and you start ordering from them more and more, you'll be able to get the best prices. So please, from now, I'm telling you this right now. Yes, you can get better prices, but I don't want someone to come like, oh, there's not the best way. There's an old way and blah, blah, blah. You know what? I understand it. I've been in business for a long time. I'm telling you what's best for beginners for now. Until you establish yourself, then you'll be able to do very well. Sourcing agent, going to China, you'll be able to finding a new suppliers by you having a proven business model, and also you'll be able to save a lot on shipping. Later on, you'll be able to do sea shipping. You'll be able to get a better pricing by finding your own freight forwarder and everything else. So I have said all this for you now to know that yes, you can get better price. Now, let's go ahead here, and we need to do a few things. So we have, when I come and search the product, the things I need to pay attention to is a trade assurance. I want to make sure that they offer Alibaba trade assurance. So basically, Alibaba trade assurance is if I buy a product from Alibaba, I will be able to use their trade assurance. It's basically a kind of guarantee or escrow that will guarantee that the supplier will meet your specification of your product and making sure that it really the same as what you ordered and there was nothing missing, because you don't want to be fighting with each other, but Alibaba trade assurance will be in the middle, judge to say, yes, you got the product, or there was something wrong with the product. They will hold the money until the whole situation gets resolved before they release it to the manufacturer. So I want trade assurance to make sure, especially in the beginning. Later on, you'll be able to do wire transfer. Later on, you will be able to have a good relationship where you actually be able to get the products up front and pay them later. And you're going to do a lot of things once you establish a relationship. So trade assurance is very good. Verified supplier is basically telling you the supplier being verified by Alibaba. They go, they check the place, they check the manufacturer, and make sure it does exist. And all the stuff, I don't care about them. And here, if you want to do, which is I mentioned in my last video, or not this video, the video for Alibaba, you can not only search from, not only find suppliers in China, you'll be able to find them in any other countries that you find. Taiwan, Japan, Turkey, US, everything, you can find them here in Alibaba. So it's not only limited to China, it's worldwide. That's one of the things that you can do. And all the certificate, whatever, if you want, you can go ahead. As I said, every software, the same thing as what we talked about software, we're looking at product research. You don't want to suffocate the whole web. You don't want to go ahead and put everything. Come on, let's relax a bit. Let the tool a little bit breathe, find you more results, and then you use your own skills and your own things to be able to filter them. So that's been done. Gold supplier, trade assurance. Usually they have a gold supplier. Now they don't have it, but hey, you'll be able to know how to find them. Now let's remember the strap that we found. Look how much is it? $3 to $4. Where is? Let me just. You know what? Let me just find the product again one more time, because I remember. Look like an old. Oh, the Trolls movie is coming out. My daughters are killing me. They want to watch it. Okay, look, $46 is selling this strap, and here where they sell it for $3. Now this is over exaggerated, honestly. I mean, selling for $40-50, which is good for him, but no rank found and still ranked. But hey, it is what it is. Now let's come here and look for a product. So let's say this is similar almost. Let me see. We said we are going to look at, not this one. Where's my? Here. We're looking at something like this. Something like this. So let's see. Let's see. This one's similar. 12. This is actually the same. Look at that. This is almost the same. It's actually the same. So if we do this, it's from $12, $7 to $12.50, which is really, oh, that's huge margins. Huge margins. That's for $500 minimum. Now, I want to just make a disclaimer here, and I don't want you guys to say, oh my God, this is the price. I don't want to be like those guys who says, oh, look at Alibaba. I found it for $1, it sells for $100. No, not this way, because all the prices that you find here could be not real. They are just estimate. It cannot be from 7 to 12, almost the double the price, the difference. So we need to make sure that you need to contact them. But this is a base price for you to know. So for me, let's say at $12.50, let's say I'm going to put it at $14. If we come back to our calculation here, and let's say we get it for $14, okay, $14, let's say plus shipping $2, that'll be $16. That's $70. That's 438% return on your investment. That's crazy. So even if I buy it and I sell 2 units, I'm making $140 a day. So I don't need to push it too much. That's crazy. So, and also this is going to help you to have enough. I mean, look, even the ranking is very good. I mean, 4.4, the rating. This is really good. 70%, 438% in return on investment, plus you're making $70 on a $16 investment. That's crazy. But let's say worst case scenario, I'm just say $20. That'll be $66. Still at 331 profit margin return investment, which is really, really crazy, guys. So that's been said. Now I need to contact them. As you know, guys, we have a template that I shared in the Facebook group. If you want it, please just contact me and I'll give it to you, and you'll be able to contact multiple of them. But let's see here. Here we have another guy, which is similar to this product at 51 to 53. See, this is big difference now. You see that? That's big difference. So do not get excited from the first one. You need to get from multiple people. But I still believe this one is a little bit expensive as a price. I think you can get it for less, especially here for 10 pieces. We're not going to order 10 pieces. We're going to order at least 300 to 500 units. If you want to really take it seriously, you want to really rank, you need to have enough units. You don't want to stock out in the middle of the launch. So I believe you can get them for less. I believe the worst case scenario, I want to get this product at $40. And I believe we can if you order more. So I believe if I want to bet, I think $40, this is something reasonable for me. Doubling my money. I make 40 and I get it for 46. I'm happy. I'm good to go. So now, if you want to contact those suppliers, this is the template that I have for you guys. Is going to say, hello, my name is John from whatever the company is. Our owner asked me to contact you, company, about working together in potential lucrative business venture. We are in camera and photo supplies company, would like to introduce ourselves and express interest in creating profitable partnership between our two companies. You need to make sure you really understand that. You need to make sure that you really you're doing make them understand that it's going to be profitable for both of us. I don't want to go more into this in depth about how the whole template works, because I have made a video, guys, and I don't want to annoy you, but you'll be able to make sure they make them understand that we have profitable relationship. I want to work with you for long term. And also, what are you going to do? You're going to say, hey, we're planning to purchase, put the name of the keyword. Here we have mannequin head with real hair. That's something I want to do with one of my clients, but then they don't want to do it. But anyways, it's still here. I'm going to write everything I want. So I'm going to say name of the product. Second, I'm going to say all the specification of the product, the size, like in this one, we're going to say the color of binoculars, how much is the magnifications, what kind of LCD camera that you need, how big is the screen, all the stuff you can put them here. So after you do research by Amazon and going through the reviews and know what's going on, you'll be able to have all the specification from the get-go. Trust me, you want to have them ahead of time, because they want to take you seriously. They want to know that you are actually a customer who knows what exactly you want, and you're just sitting there like, give me a camera, binocular. You don't want to do this. You want to make sure that you're really giving them enough specific information for them to be able to reply with the most information. And trust me, because there's a big gap between time difference, you don't want to be always, okay, you do the email now, they answer you at night, then maybe you are sleeping, then you have to wait the day after. So you want to give as much information as you can right now to reduce that time back and forth, especially because of the time difference. So what you want to do, you're going to say, after a lot of research, we felt that your company could be a great supplier for this product, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm going to have all the question I want in a points form, and pointer form, because that's important. So I'm going to say, hey, may we get a sample of the product, and how much will it charge? How much will you charge, including express shipping to the address? Would be happy to cover shipping. So once you do a product, you need to make sure, it's a must. You need to make sure that you get a sample from your suppliers. If you do this template, you need to at least send it to 10 to 20 suppliers that sell the similar product. It doesn't mean that you're going to go ahead and send only 1 or 2. No, sell 10 to 20. You're going to get maybe 7 or 8 people reply back. Then you'll be able to choose 3 of them, and you'll be able to get 3 samples. I really believe do not go with the picture only. It's not the right way to go. You need to make sure that you get a sample. So the sample, how are you going to get it? Whether they ship it to you directly, or if you're advanced, you'll be able to get the product shipped to your inspector or to your sourcing agent. He will have all of them, package them in one box, and then send them to you. Or if you trust your sourcing agent too much, he can have the product, he can check it, and he can tell you if the product is good or not. Now, a lot of you would like to have it in their hands, and you need to expect that you're going to pay for a sample expensive, $50, $100. Even the product will be cheaper to buy from Amazon, but that's how much it's going to charge you, because they don't want to waste their time with people who just want to get a sample just to get a product cheaper than Amazon. That's what it is. How long will it take to receive the sample? what type of packaging and the prices for each option. You need to ask them about packaging. As I said, packaging for me, it's a must. Packaging is for me, it's a must. So for every product, I do packaging. Then what's the cost of this product per unit, including shipping via Air Express to Dallas? Now, air shipping, it couldn't be all the time. It's going to change from sea shipping to air shipping. But let's say if you have a small product, Air Express is the best. But if you have a large product or heavy product, it's going to be sea shipping or it's going to be fast boat shipping. And it's going to be to Dallas. I put Dallas because that's most of my product goes to Dallas. So I put it as roughly. But even if it changes later on, it doesn't matter. It's not going to be a big, expensive thing. What's your preferred payment? So I'm telling Alibaba Trade Assurance, as I said, it's important to do the first time until you establish a relationship. Later on, you can do wire transfer and everything else. Then how long does it take to manufacture once an order has been placed? This is very important. This is going to make it or break it for you, or be able to manage inventory very well if you know exactly how long is the lead manufacturing time. So how long it takes them to produce the product from A to Z. So they say 30 days or 35 days, then you know, so you'll be able to manage your inventory better, especially when you're budgeting. So manufacturing has been placed. This is important. Lead manufacturing time usually is going to be 25 to 35 days, unless a product that already been done in mass production, like the one, like this one, for example, as I told you last time, is easy. Even they have the place for your brand. Now, you don't want to sell a product just to sell it. I always, if I want to sell this product, when I was going to sell this product, I was going to change the color. I was going to change a few magnification stuff that has here. I was going to do something more, but this is they're gonna have them already ready, and just slap your logo and you're good to go. It's gonna take more time to do the packaging than the product itself. So it's good for you to ask the question and see if they have any in stock. And also I said, can you provide us with more design sample for the mannequin head with real hair? Now here, for sure, you're going to do camera binoculars. If they have any new product, or they have a product in R&D and research and development, or some new design came in or new stuff, try to get that, because that will be differentiate yourself enough that nobody else have it. And then I would be grateful if you contact with answers. Then at the end, I say, I would love contact us with answers above, as well shipping and policies, anything they want to do, and we'll be able to contact them with WeChat or Hotmail or email, whatever you want. Then I say, thank you, John, purchasing agent. That's it. So now, what I have done, guys, here, if you want this template, just let me know. I will just contact me in Messenger or something. I will send it to you. But if you want to qualify for Alibaba Trade Assurance, the best practice that you need, they say that you need to communicate within Alibaba messaging system or messaging center. You need to go there and do the communication. So if anything happens, is actually, if any problem happens between you and the supplier, is actually the messaging, the Alibaba is going to look at the messaging and see if you were right or wrong, and they'll be able to investigate a little bit more. But I believe if you have a little contract, and you'll be able to have a good sourcing agent. Like for me, I don't deal with this stuff a lot. I do Alibaba sourcing to look for product pricing, and I'll be able to match it with my sourcing agent to make sure I'm not being used. But other than this, just remember, they want to make business with you more than you want to make business. Both of you want to do business with each other, and they're not there to screw you, okay? Unless you've vet them really badly. And okay, so now let's go ahead and show you how to do it from 1688. But before that, so I came here, guys, in Alibaba. I have all the stuff. So what I would do, I will just come here, like to say I'm interested in this guy, okay? I'm going to open them up. Let me close these so you can see what I'm doing. Contact, open them up, take our template, okay? Once you fill it up, you come here, mommy, you put it on, and then do attachment. If you have pictures of the product, put it in. If you have a product that you really like, a different color or something, attach them here. Because sometimes you're going to open people, like for example, this guy. I'm not going to not contact him. I'm going to contact him because he could have similar product like this, because they're within the same line of products. So make sure you contact them. And for sure, if you look at my other video, you'll be able to know how to see the supplier, how to make sure that he's manufacturer of the product, not a trade assurance. Sorry, not a trading company. Now, there's no problem with using a trading company as long as you get the best price. Make sure about that. But most of the time, you will get trading companies because manufacturers, they don't have an export license. So most of them is going to be trading company, and they will have a deal with the manufacturer. But if you get the price right and you get the good quality, you're good to go, and you will worry about manufacturer later on. So it's not, sorry, what happened? It's not it's not important for you to say, hey, I need to find the manufacturer themselves, as long as they do what you say or what you want. Now let's go to 1688. This is not 1688. This is me again. Mommy. Give me a second, guys. Okay, 1688. All right, guys. So this website called 1688 is the same thing as Alibaba, but actually it's for only Chinese citizens or within China only. So basically everything in Chinese. So if I go back, let's say, come on. I want to show you from the beginning how I do it. So let's say here, 1688.com. Press. Then here's going to tell you English or not. I'm going to put it in English to translate. Okay. And it's going to translate some of it for me here in English. Okay. Let me just zoom out. Now, I need to make sure here I write camera. You can do it in English if you want in the beginning. So if I do camera, give me a second. Oh my God, I'm a mess. Sorry, guys, just give me a second, please, please, please. Okay. Guys, if you are still here, please leave me, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, so every time my ugly face comes out, you'll be able to see it. At the same time, you will be able to, catch all the new stuff that we do right away as soon as we come on, and really appreciate your thing. So let me go back now and talk here. So I have it here. I can put camera with binoculars, search, and let's see what comes up. Nothing comes up. So let's go ahead and do binocular. Some stuff is going to come, and the product also that we want is going to come. Now, this is the search. Is not going to be all of it. Sometimes it's hit and miss, but it's going to come some stuff like that. So what I would do, you will be able to open this one. Okay. Open it up here if you want. Or the other thing you can do, if you come to Google and you just write English to Chinese, is going to put the keyword here, is a translator, camera binoculars, is going to come to Mandarin, or hopefully it's Mandarin. I hope I'm not screwing it. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to come to my 1688. Let me delete this, and I'm going to write it in Chinese or Mandarin. Sorry, not Chinese. Now you see all the results are coming up now, more about stuff, the same product that we want. They have it here. So let's say here, let me open it back up, and let's see the prices. Now, the only issue you're going to have here is how to transfer, how to do the currency exchange. So this is easy, guys. I'm going to show you right now. So if I come here and I put RMB to USD or won to USD, and let's get the product here. Let's say 295 RMB. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to put 295. That's 41.93. So if I go to my product here, and it's, we said 46 bucks, yeah, 41 bucks. So if I put in here, that makes me 44 bucks. Now, usually this 1688 is going to be the cheapest place that you can find products. It's going to be very cheap. It's going to be very cheaper than Alibaba is going to be maybe say $5-10 per unit. The only issue with this, you cannot buy them you as a seller. So let me get back here. Just want to make sure you got it, and then I'm going to show you my face. So first, what I did, I translated the website to English. Then I actually took the keyword, the main keyword, I put it into English to Chinese translator. I got the search term or the keyword in Chinese or Mandarin. I put it in the search bar. I get the results, and then I go through them and I start finding the best product that I find, or which product that I have. Now, the only issue with this is a big issue. You as a seller, you're not going to be able to order from them because this is only made for Chinese people, have Chinese bank account. They have only internal, okay? So you're not going to be able to do it. The only way you can be able to do it, if you had someone in China, they'll be able to buy the product for you, or you have a sourcing agent, or you have some friends in China, you'll be able to do it. But what's going to help you with, it's about negotiation skills. So if you find the product here in 1688, usually it's going to be much cheaper. Let's say you find it for $40 in Alibaba, then you find it for $30 in 1688. You'll be able to talk to Alibaba sellers. Hey, listen, I found it for $30. Do you mind if we can negotiate? Because I cannot do this price because I'm going to find someone else. They can start negotiating. They tell, oh, I cannot because there's export fees, there's this and that. But while you go more with them, you'll be able to negotiate, and hopefully you'll be able to knock down $5-6. But this is the best ways so far that you'll be able to do yourself online to be able to do them. Now, disclaimer, you're not going to go ahead and find the best prices. You're not going to, you're not going to go ahead and find something the best price ever. No, you are going to start finding better prices with other methods. So, for example, in our mastermind, the other day we had Norman Farah. He's very, 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 very knowledgeable person. Actually, we had. Let me see if I have anything here. Actually, he came as a guest to our mastermind group, and he actually gave us a lot of knowledge about Amazon. So if I can share this one with you guys, here, look at this, guys. 12 game-changing sourcing hacks. He had that for us. He was very, very knowledgeable person. There's a lot of things I didn't know, but basically, you'll be able to save a lot of money if you go through a sourcing agent. If you go through your own freight forwarder, to make sure that you don't do FOB, you need to make EXW. And there's a lot of pointers that he gave that's really, really important that you can be able to save. But for now, for most of you, you'll be able to still make money with this method that I showed you. But later on, hopefully we'll be able to come up with a course for Amazon FBA, private label. A lot of you are asking me for it. So I am thinking of doing it. I'm working on it. But hopefully when it's being released, I'll be able to offer you a lot of insight and a lot of connections to be able to get the sourcing agents, to be able to get a product at a lower price, to get the best freight forwarder. Because any online website, whether Freightos, whether any freight forwarder, is going to charge you a lot. Unless you have someone that really know that they move a lot of volume, you'll be able to get the best prices. And at the same time, we're going to be able to cut the prices by sourcing the product from China, from within them, which is going to help us a lot. But you'll be able to save from 20 to 30% on it. I always get the best prices myself because I have been working with sourcing agent in China for the past 40 years. They're in the ground. They're in China. They are find me the best prices. They speak Chinese, so I'll be able to get the best prices. But I don't want to annoy you too much about sourcing, but this is the method. Make sure you contact multiple people, guys. Now for air shipping, when you do shipping in the beginning, I really recommend you do DDP. Everything included is going to cost you more, but DDP means duty delivery paid. That means if the supplier will be able to ship the product to you, and he will take care of anything in between. He will take care of moving the product from the warehouse to the port, from the port to the sea or to the plane or to the boat, and then declaring all the customs, clearing all the customs in the U.S. and getting the product from U.S. customs to a warehouse, and then from warehouse to Amazon. They will take care of the whole process for you, and you don't need to do anything. If you hire a freight forwarder, we'll be able to do the same thing also. But this is the things that you really need to make sure you do, and you'll be able to save money. And also, I'm giving you pointers because I have some pointers here just in case I didn't miss it. Make sure you get inspection. So if you get a product, make sure first you get a sample, then get inspection once the product is done. So you pay 30% when they start production. When the production is done, then there's 70% you need to pay it. Before you pay the 70%, make sure you hire an inspection company. Is the most important. Do not cheap out. Do not cheap out. If you don't do it, you're gonna get screwed. I'm telling you, you're going to get screwed right now if you don't do it. There's something's gonna go wrong in there. So have an inspection company and do it. And trust me, it's gonna save you a lot of money. At the same time, when you pay with Alibaba, make sure you use a credit card or you do wire transfer, but has to be within Amazon. If you pay with PayPal for a sample or anything, make sure you have a credit card underneath PayPal. So if anything goes wrong, PayPal will be able to refund you. If PayPal cannot refund you, your credit card will be able to help you as well. And as I said, there's make sure you see your options in shipping. If it's sea shipping or air shipping or fast boat shipping, all of them are going to really make a difference in your pricing, 100%. And also, as I said, there are a lot of tips to save up to 30% by using like a real manufacturer and sourcing agent, using ping pong, be able to get a currency exchange, because a lot of times you'll pay in the US, but actually if you pay in RMB in their own language, you actually save 5 to 7% because of currency exchange. And you make sure that you get a good freight forwarder, and this is it. So guys, this is all what I have for you for sourcing. Is not a big thing, but I explain as much as I can. And I hope it's really was helpful for you. And I really believe if you finish this crash course, you'll be able to source product and you'll be able to launch it, and you'll be able to make a little bit of money for sure with a little bit more skills. Because the most problem you're going to have, guys, is going to be product research, is going to be validation, is going to be ranking and sourcing. These are the things that are really heavy, but I think product research and ranking are the main thing. If you got them, you will be good. So that's been said, I'm open to question if you have any questions, and I'm gonna close all this tabs to make sure I don't confuse myself, because I already did. Here. All right. So guys, how was the session so far for you? How did you like it? And if you have any question about it, please ask me right now, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Now, let's see what we have. Nancy says, hey, 60-ish is not old. I didn't say it's old. I just said, you don't want to be looking back and you didn't do the most of your life, whether the age 70, 80, 50, 40, 60, whatever it is. You want to make sure you use your time wisely right now to make sure you build your future, and do not be under people's mercy, any bailouts, checks, you worried about the next meal or worried about anything like that. Please make sure you just take control of your life. Take control of your life. Entrepreneurship is very hard. Doing business is very hard. But if you do it, it's going to flourish, and slowly be able to do it. But you need to have the mindset. The mindset is very important. And I'm not here promising you're going to make millions of dollars, but I promise you'll be able to make enough money to support yourself and to be able to pay for your mortgage or your car or whatever it is while you're building this business to become your main one. It didn't come from me overnight. It came over a long time. So please do not take this take this opportunity wisely and use it wisely for yourself. For yourself. You're doing it for yourself, for your family. Not here. You're doing it for yourself. Let's see what we have here. Justin says, how much do you need to order to start with Amazon? I really believe you need to find, it all depends on the product and the market size we talked about. So the market size is going to dictate how many units you're going to get, how aggressive you're going to be. But if you're in the low medium, I think 300 to 500 units should be fine, but it will change from one product to another. It depends on the lead manufacturing time. It depends on your shipping time. It depends on how many units you're going to sell per month. This is going to, or per day, is going to influence how much you're going to order for first time. But I believe 3,000 to 5,000, you'll be able to do enough, and you'll be able to launch a product very, very well. I really believe 3 to 5 is good. It could be more, could be a little bit less, but this is the number that I have seen with all my clients, with my own products and everything. But good question. Hey, Saad, about retail arbitrage. If there are 5 FBA sellers competing in the buy box, all of them are bidding the same price, will Amazon divide the buy box into 5 pieces, or the winner take all the slices? No, this is a very, very good question, Chinese food. And I think you really, really asked a very good question. Is basically, if you do wholesale, retail arbitrage, pallets, if you have the same price as your competitor, you're actually going to rotate the buy box with them. So if all of you have the same price, Amazon's going to rotate it. Once your competitor, once the second guy, the third guy, fourth guy, fifth guy, then go again to the first guy, second guy, third guy, fourth guy, and you keep moving, rotating. So please do this all the time, especially when you use a rip pricer. Do not do 1 penny less. Make sure you always match the lowest price. If you have the profit, do not be stupid and just say, oh, I'm losing money, but I'm still matching the buy box. Do not do this. I used to do that in the beginning. I used to make, on a $40 investment, I used to make $2. It doesn't make sense. You need to make sure you really make sure you make money. So if anybody goes low, let them sell out. If they have, you're going to go ahead and see how much inventory they have, and you'll be able to gauge it this way. But I'm sure you'll be able to rotate it very easily, and make sure you just match it. Do not start a penny lower, because you're going to start price war. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Let's see what else we have. Johnson says, mind blown, so many things to look for. Yes, this is a big thing. Look, any crash course that you're going to have is going to be 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. I'm actually, each episode, I'm doing an hour and a half. So there's a lot of information, and this is not even all of it. That's not even all of it. There's a lot of details I can get into, but this is enough for you guys to start, and this is enough for you to be able to do something. But then when you start needing a lot of advanced techniques, a lot of expertise, a lot of connections, that's where the course is going to come handy. If you want to join. If you don't want, I don't care. I don't have it yet, but I will be working on it, because a lot of people are asking me for it, and I think that's going to be very helpful, and it's going to be really, really awesome. So I'm excited about that, and the team excited, and we're going to do a great job, I'm sure. So a great thing here. And says, Bernal says, good info, Sad as usual. So guys, this is all the information I have for you. I hope you guys really had a good fun. If you don't have any questions, I will call it a day or call it a night. It doesn't matter. Day and night is all the same. But I really, really, really believe, guys, you should take this time, work on your business. I'm actually launching 3 products in my supplement. I'm expanding my supplement brand, and we're launching 3 products. It's supposed, we already paid for it. We're just waiting for the labeling and all the stuff to be processed. It's time to shine, and you need to be the time where you're going to be a good leader, and to be able to take control of, if you become a lion, not to become a sheep. And trust me, the freedom that's going to give you, and to be able to work from home. Like when I see lockdown, quarantine, a lot of people are really having difficult time mentally, or having difficult time to deal with their spouses, or to deal with their kids, or a lot of things like that. It really hurts. Like if you see domestic abuse, drinking, drugs, alcohol, everything is blown out. Because sitting home and doing all this stuff, it really takes a lot of mental strength. It takes a lot of your energy. And for me, I didn't feel it much, because I've been doing it for 5 years. And I know I'm always sitting in my basement where everything started. And that's where I feel I belong. But it's just safe to see that, hey, you're still within this, during hard times, you still be able to make it or be able to provide your family, and that's really important. And remember, recession comes every 7 years, 5 to 7 years. Every 5 to 7 years, there is a recession coming. So are you going to be prepared for the next recession? If you didn't learn from 2008, or you were too young for 2008, now we have here 2020. Are you learning from this to be able better for the next recession? And you want to be doing this. And Amazon is going to be a good opportunity, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I'm putting all my money, all my eggs in Amazon. So I'm very biased, but is a good opportunity for you to make money and to be able to do well for you and your family. So that's been said. You're right, 100%. Nancy, 1688, information adds a new dimension to solid knowledge. 100%. I think you should guys use it and be able to do very well with it. At the same time, it's going to be a little bit issue about payments, but you'll be able to use that negotiation skills. And once you get experience, then you'll be able to get how to be able to order from them very quickly and easily. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nancy. I appreciate you. Aaron has a question. How do you feel about the future of Amazon? Should we start our Shopify? Very, very good question. And I'm going to give you my opinion. It could be a little bit hard or maybe good. It's up to you. You're going to see what is going to happen. Now, I think the future of Amazon is going to be great. It's one of the only few stocks. There's only 10% of the stock that actually did very well. 10% of the whole stocks did very well. You have Amazon, Walmart, Amazon, Walmart, retail, Amazon, Walmart. You have anything with food and groceries did very well. Online business did very well. Now, Shopify is very good, but it's really a little bit controlled because Shopify, it's all the shipping and everything is with third-party shipping or freight forwarders, which makes it a little bit difficult, and you need to do your own Facebook ads and everything. But Amazon is everything included. Now, for me, I like to focus on one, since most of my money comes from Amazon. 90% of my money comes from Amazon. I'm not going to waste that energy and put it in Shopify, because Shopify is another beast by itself. It's another knowledge. You need to get your products. You need to build the website. You need to make sure that you do your advertising, your Facebook ad, hiring influencers. You got to do a lot of things there. So for me, Amazon is still very strong. It's true now. It's the whole world, the whole nation is depending on Amazon to deliver things to them. So for sure, they're going to lower. They're going to be strict with their shipping now. The prime shipping is not there. Even Prime Day is being moved. From July, supposed to be, is being moved because they're understaffed because of all this demand. Think about these things. And Stoyan, today he's not here, but Stoyan, if you watch the replay, my man, he brought up a very, very good point. And he said, all these people who are ordering from Amazon right now, some of them, they're going to be a loyal Amazon buyers. They're going to be loyal Amazon customers. So that's going to increase the people who shop on Amazon. Okay, if that increases and a lot of people start buying from Amazon, that means more Prime members, more demand on Amazon. And I really believe the sellers are going to decline. I think a lot of people with the soft heart that they were in the big bull market, everyone becomes investor, everyone becomes entrepreneur, everyone's making money, so everyone look tough. At that time, recession is going to define those people and is going to be less sellers. So imagine demand is high, less sellers. You have a big opportunity if you are there. You'll be able to come in and you will be starting to get a lot of sales from it. Like even now, a lot of products are doing very well. The ones who are not doing well, the product that the prime shipping had been extended. Like instead of 2 to 5, usually prime shipping 1 to 2 days, but now it's 2 to 5 is really normal. But for regular products, it's becoming a month. For sure, nobody's going to order for a month. It's a big time to wait for a month. So for sure, they're going to suck those products. But now they hired 80,000 people. I think they will hire more people. More stability is going to come to the market. They can gauge how much demand is coming to Amazon. I really believe They will hire more people. They will adjust, and they will get the prime shipping again to 2 to 3 days. And also, as you guys, Amazon just stopped their delivery service. So that means they're going to depend more on UPS and FedEx. I know FedEx is not a partner of Amazon anymore, but I believe they're going to be back together, and they're going to speed up the process of shipping. So for me, Amazon, I think it's a really huge opportunity. I think it's still good. Are you going to be maybe selective with your products? Yes, maybe you're going to be selective. Instead of going and getting very luxury products or something you don't need, I think people are going to be frugal with their money a bit, not the same as before the situation that we're in, or the Roni that we're in. Is going to be a little bit maybe frugal. They're not going to, if you see a product, maybe let's say luxury, $100, and they don't need it, or just because they want to have it as collector, they might be less inclined to go buy this. But I think essentials, everything, they're still going to be fine. And now, as we said, everything is going to depend on the economy. It's going to depend how it's going to rebound. It's going to be a V shape, like come down and right away it's going to spike up. So come down and then spike up, or it's going to be a U shape. How we do the U shape? U shape. It's going to be U shape. U shape is basically like this. Now, the V shape, when it comes down, there's one point. This point is going to come down. There's one point and small lag, and then it can spike up a little bit. And this one's going to be U shape. That means it's going to come down. That bottom is going to be a little bit elongated. Now, elongated or a little bit more, that means it's going to take longer time until we rebound. But all the time we're going to rebound. And this is the time where you actually can build your business. You can rank easier. You'll be able to compete. And once things start going good, and people start feeling secure, they start not worrying about the future, not worrying about their job, slow is going to come up, and you'll be able to make your money, or you'll be able to ready for this influx of sales. So still good. It's still amazing. I told you I'm just launching now with 3 new products and supplements. Let's see how it goes. But I really like to focus on one thing only. I don't like to be distracted. Now, is it good to have Shopify? If you can, good for you. If you, it takes a lot of knowledge, a lot of power, a lot of headache. So you don't want to run yourself thin. But yes, you can. If you build your email list and you have a really, really, really great email list, and you have enough 10 to 15,000 people, then you'll be able to do a Facebook ad, lookalike audience, and be able to get people to there. Yes, for sure, you'll be able to do well. But all this knowledge, like me, I have access to that, but I'm still not doing it for Shopify. I did it in the beginning for drop shipping. I did some products in there. I did influencers, but it's not my thing. It's not my thing. It's not something I'm going to come. I like to focus on what I know best, and I know a private label very well. I know retail arbitrage and online arbitrage very, very well. I know wholesale well. I know pallets very well because I did all this. So I'm specialized in this. So I cannot be, and I don't think you can trust anybody who can tell you, I am good at Shopify. I'm good at Facebook ads. I'm good at how to make $40 by watching videos. Let me show you how are you going to know all this knowledge? You cannot. You need to be specialized. People who are specialized, people who are going to make more money. People who are skilled in one specific area, that's the people who are going to do the best. Because if you get distracted and you learn this, you're learning half jobs. You're not concentrating in one thing. And I believe in specializing and being good at what I do. So that's why I'm very good at I'm very good at Amazon. I can say I'm very good at Amazon because, doing it for a long, long time, and I failed a lot. Very, very good question, Aaron Designs, but this is my opinion. But whatever you do, just specialize in it. I know people are killing it on FBM. I know I have a friend of mine who makes $100,000 a month only on drop shipping. I know people who does Shopify, $100,000 a month. But this is what's going to happen now. I think we're going to see a lot of trend coming up right now with a lot of YouTubers are going to change. People start talking about wholesale slowly. Now, all of a sudden, they're expert at wholesale. All of a sudden, they're expert at retail arbitrage. All of a sudden, they're expert at different things that what they specialize in. Why? Because they're not sellers. They are just marketers. They want to see where the next bigger opportunity and how they can just suck the shit out of you. How they going to take all the money that you have and make you feel that you're getting something of value. As I said, we built everything here on integrity, honesty, and transparency. I'm going to be transparent with you all the time. I've never had someone who comes to me, had talk with me, had a session with me, consulting session or coaching or anything, mentorship, had a bad experience. I always tell them the way it is. I take it or leave it. It is what it is. So for me, I'm not selling a dream, but I know with the right knowledge, we can all make it happen, and we'll do very well. Very well. But Aaron, very good question, my man. Very good question. Whatever you do it, but do it right and put all your time. But that's it. That's it. Guys, I really hope you find a lot of value. I really hope, I know I'm talking a lot about build your business because the economy is not very stable and it's very hard. But have yourself a happy Easter. Make sure you enjoy your time. Drink a little bit wine. I might have a glass of wine as well. Enjoy your family. Sit with them, love them, hug them. And I don't know what to say. Next week, we're going to talk hopefully about, let me see where we're going to talk about. Maybe we're going to talk about listing creation, optimization, and talk about keywords. That'll be the next thing. But guys, thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you so much for your support. Please help me to reach this 1,000 subscribers. I really would like to have your help. If we can get us there, please subscribe, share this videos with someone else who wants to get into the business, who wants to learn a little bit about the crash course. And I think I've done well with you for something that really for free, and I'm still giving you good information. So please, if you help us, I really be more grateful. And have yourself a wonderful weekend. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. I love you. Stay strong, stay safe, and happy Easter. Take care, everybody.